Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I know that most people know by now that legendary director John Singleton passed away. He was only 51 years old. And I just wanted to take some time to honor this brother, to celebrate his life briefly. Um, so let me share my screen so that you all can see this article. This is an article from the AP, and it says John Singleton, maker of Boyz N the Hood, dies at 51. He's only 51 years old. The brother had a stroke. He was in a coma for about a week. From what I understand, he was connected to a life support system, and then the family disconnected the system, and the brother passed away. They said he had a major stroke. And you know, this brother is best known for directing the film Boyz N the Hood. He also directed other great films like Rosewood, Higher Learning, Poetic Justice. And from what I understand, like, he's one of the people behind the show Snowfall. It's a great show on FX. I encourage people to check it out. But they talked about how a lot of people celebrated this brother upon hearing the news that he passed away. So let me get to that section real quick. So Samuel L. Jackson called him, talked about how he blazed the trail for many young filmmakers. Another director called him a giant among us. Spike Lee said, we'll miss you, but your films will live on. Jordan Peele called him a brave artist and a true inspiration. And Ice Cube said this. He said, your love for the Black experience was contagious, and I would never be the man I am without knowing you. Because we know that that was the first film that, you know, the film Boyz N the Hood was the very first film that I remember seeing Ice Cube in. And after, you know, being in that film, the brother played a lot of other roles, and then he went on to direct some of his own films. He funded his film Friday and all that kind of stuff, which became a huge success. Another film that John Singleton did was Baby Boy. You know, that's another great film that he did. You know, they talked about how he did the remake of Shaft. That's another film. I forgot about that one. But I just want to talk about like his impact as a director. I mean, first of all, Boyz N the Hood was a revolutionary type of film. You know, it talked about the plight in urban areas, in a place like South Central. You know, it talked about like how young people get wrapped up in a life of dealing drugs and violence and stuff like that. And his film, Boyz N the Hood, didn't celebrate violence. He was actually making a point about how people are killing themselves and destroying themselves and stuff like that. You know, there was a higher message in that film. You know, a message that was conveyed through the character Furious. You know, Furious talked about gentrification. He talked about, you know, how there were deliberate efforts to bring down the value of Black homes and, you know, in Black communities, and, you know, how that was used to usher in gentrification. You know, he talked about genocide in the Black community. So that film, even though it was about inner city life and violence and drug dealing and stuff like that on a lower level, the film was making a point about the self-destruction that goes on in the Black community, about the oppression of Black communities. So it was a profound film. And then the brother also had other films that touched on race, like the film Higher Learning and the film Rosewood. You know, he brought that story of Rosewood, that story of that race riot, to the public, you you know, he brought that story to the public. He, you know, told that story on film, something that, you know, that needed to be done to let people know about that history, to inspire people to dig deeper in their understanding of Black history and the Black experience. So this brother, he didn't waste his talent on just frivolous projects, you know, for the sake of entertainment. This brother used his platform to convey messages that are pertinent to our people. And for that, I got to have nothing but respect for this brother. You know, I hope and pray that this brother rest in peace and power. You know, I send my condolences to his family. And, you know, I just think that we all need to just take time to honor this brother. And I hope that we just have more people like this that get into entertainment, that get into Hollywood, that use their voices to make a difference, to speak out on issues that otherwise wouldn't be addressed. You know, this brother in many ways is like the brother Spike Lee, using his platform to talk about the Black experience, to convey knowledge to the next generation. And even though, like as Spike Lee pointed out, even though this brother has passed away, his legacy will continue to impact Hollywood and the world through his films. So with that, unfortunately, I won't be able to get to your comments because I have to get ready for work. But with that, I'm going to say peace and blessings to each and every one of you. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I truly appreciate your support. Please like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post new content. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe now. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you.